Well, hey there, Frosty fans. It's another Frosty Friday. Today I thought we'd complete part 2 of the common mistakes new writers make. Coming in at number 3 on this list is bad characters. Bad characters can come in many different flavors, but two of the big ones are one-dimensional characters and the dreaded Mary Sue. One-dimensional characters are pretty simple to define. Literally, they're just one trait and that's it. We've all seen it before in fiction. The brave white knight, the bratty princess, the humble shopkeep, things like that. They're basically defined by that one trait, and that of course makes them kind of boring and dry. The easiest way to get around this, if you have characters like this, is just to add in some traits, maybe some flaws of course, those are always great, to help make them more interesting. Well, let's move on to the Mary Sue type of character. There's no hard and fast specific definition about this, but basically a Mary Sue character is one that is so perfect that they're unbelievable. They lack any flaws, and of course this comes across as hollow and unrealistic to the audience, and can actually take them out of the story. With one-dimensional and Mary Sue characters, the easiest way to fix them is, of course, to give them relatable traits and make sure they have some flaws mixed in to round out their personalities. Of course, it's easy for me just to say that. Well, I'll probably definitely do more videos on characterization. I love talking about character analysis and that kind of thing. So there'll definitely be more in-depth sort of guides and maybe some fun videos in the future about that topic. But for now, just read lots of works with well-written characters in them and keep practicing and have others read your work and give you feedback on whether the characters come across as believable, likable, and relatable. Well, let's move right along to number 2 on my list, and this applies to many new writers, especially young new writers, and most especially young new writers in the fantasy genre. And that is writing these huge fantasy epics that are like 8 parts long, 500 pages apiece. You know the kind, you've seen them in bookstores, and I'm sure you know friends who have dabbled in writing or have gotten into writing and have tried this. It's a problem because what happens is a lot of young writers are just eager, and I understand that. That's a great trait to have for writing, to really just want to get in there. But start with short stories, tighten your craft. Trust me, your writing will be so much better in the long run. It's just because when you work with few tools in a short story, you have fewer characters, fewer words, it forces you to make the most of what you do have. And you can really learn to, I guess, tighten your writing is probably the best way to put it. So please, even if you want to start with a novel, also do some short stories on the side, just to sort of tighten yourself up there. It's kind of like, don't try and race in the Indianapolis 500 until you get your learner's permit kind of thing. And finally, we come to number 1, and this is really the only great sin for a writer, and that's to give up. Don't give up. If you love this medium and you want to write and you have stories to tell, I implore you, keep at it. Believe me, this is a completely unscripted piece of what I'm doing. This is no extra takes on this. I want people just to hear me off the cuff and tell you to keep writing, keep at it, network with other writers, read other writers, and just keep practicing. You will get better, especially keep practicing if you love this. You know, don't worry about it as a career or anything else. If you have stories to tell, do it, keep at it. Well, that's all for now, Frosty fans. Please check us out at twitter.com/IronGate_thecomic, over on patreon.com/IronGate, and of course on the main site, irongate.thecomicseries.com. Stay frosty, and we'll see you all next time.